then you owe me a
I'll leave.
coffee.
You guys you can cast it alone. that's your reward. I'll
Everybody always looks into the
Okay,
history, and they're always
okay,
like, oh.
I'm wrong. Goodbye, Kobe. It was nice casting with
Look
you
at
for
the
champs.
hit.
Sit around though. Now it's Boogie's turn to gank again.
Well, Chime double knockup. Battle dances back towards Turtle, who gets hooked. Boogie's coming from Try and should be able to collapse while Turtle flashing away. Santorin is on the way, same pathing that Boogie just took. But Tomo continuing slapped upon by Boogie. First blood drawn by Wild Turtle. Boom getting the kill for Chime to go down. But it's still action in the bot side, just junglers lurking around. Good plays and good scrap.
Starting it, but Dignitas definitely can fight it here. Look at this. Maokai ultimate for Santorin is ready.
Waiting in the jungle with the ultimate and more. Rift Herald has been marked down to half. Hanser's attempting to make his rotation, but caught by the ethereal change over the wall. The ultimate goes, and Poom has already fallen, so TSM now standing with the numbers advantage against Dignitas on this Rift Herald means that Dig will not continue to contest. Spelled, but still up here top. Rift Herald dropped down. These will be plates given over to TSM. Chime looking for the angle, enters with the quickness, manages to flash to get the lock. And TSM make a play up top. Boogie kill credit onto Rich. And punishing for sure.
And where I was going was this comp out of Dignitas is probably not going to play that well from behind. Jason's the champion that can struggle.
Ooh. Boom, depth charge lands onto Turtle. Follow up with more from Santorin. Tomo getting the kill, and teleports will keep it going. Boogie flashes over the wall, but look how fast Rich is. Finally getting some action for the top laner that doesn't result in his own gray screen in Dignitas.
Well, I like poke camp in a lot of grouped up team situations. Still need Jay's Shock Blast or Rich over the wall. For TSM, they have insane pick potential. Whether it's Rakan, Ari, Sejuani, so many people can start the fight and just instantly blow up one member of Dignitas if they're not grouped up well.
Now, second Rift Herald spawning. Tomo and Santorin working in tandem. You can see Poom rotating through the river. Oh, Insanity though. That's some danger that you're finding for yourself. Rich tried to grab with the ethereal chains, but now Boogie's in his face. Wild Turtle picks up the kill onto Rich. Dignitas do finish off the Rift Herald.
Oh, they don't want to use his teleport, and they just want to walk him over.
They do have one deep ward back on the Krugs as well, so if they want to teleport in Hanser or Insanity for a flank, they have that option. You can see Dignitas doing their best to clear out these wards, make sure no flanks are available.
Hanser's going in for it. Just wants to make sure that Boom doesn't find a good angle to get towards the back line. And there's Boom over the wall, grabbed and charmed up. Santorin following up with a Nature's Grab. Time goes into stasis, but Tomo's already been burned by an Ignite. Wants to finish off this kill onto Chime. Chime does fall. It's Rich that's able to do the deed. And TSM have lost one in trade for one. It's both supports gone in multiple flashes as Santorin gets out of the way. Dragon still standing, but nobody rotating over towards it just yet.
And now with the
On this team, and to bring an emphasis on Wild Turtle just a bit, he's been around for quite some time since the early stages, and see if he can provide threat. Not in this time though, as Jensen takes a lot off of the charm. But Santorin and the rest of Dignitas are answered by Hanser, who's looking to isolate one, but Chime getting the charm. And Wild Turtle, he's focused onto Tomo. Tomo being such a great expulsion of damage for Dignitas, who have already lost two. So TSM, they create the space, and Baron is up.
This is why people hype up the importance of Insanity to TSM up on it. That is exactly what TSM have to do if they want to keep their playoffs hopes alive. Their summer hopes alive, but Hunter's already dead.
Oh, Hunter's gone. Dignitas, they want more. Turtle killer instinct out of it, flashes. And that just leaves Boogie at the center of too many members of Dignitas. And just like that, TSM losing multiple with this Baron buff. And Dig pressuring them on the map. Insanity making sure to get that push bot, but can only do so much. Rich picking it up onto Chime, and Jensen onto Wild Turtle. And as you mentioned, Mark Hanser does have that teleport, will remain on bot side for now. And in the center of it all, a teleport coming in is Wild Turtle, already marked so low, and Rich is looking for the final hit onto him. And with him eliminated, it's just the 1-for-2 trade though, as Dignitas have lost the entirety of their bot lane and will lose more, as Santorin is a separated one this time around. Solo laners surviving it out for Dignitas, and 15 seconds before the Baron spawns.
So many back and forth plays here. Number 2 should get picked up here for TSM.
Yeah, last time they got the Baron, we started getting excited, hyping them up as having in a great position this game. This time around, we'll wait to see how they actually use the Baron. But again, like you said, Boogie with the huge play both times, kind of setting his team up to find these Barons. Rich just poking around, but the pick on the Tomo was huge. He did have his flash, but you saw him kind of relying on his fancy feet, waiting for the ult to come back up. And just...
Boogie is on the move again. The playmaker here. Can he get a flash out? Oh, he's got a second left on his flash.
Glacial Prison lands onto Jensen. He's got the damage from Insanity, and Chime here for the assist. Teleport in from Dignitas, and Santorin's wrapping around as well. Rich has to flash out and more. So Dignitas still managing to survive it.
So he's going to get that secondary turret, but TSM kind of opening mid.
Oh boy.
Teleport here for the sandwich. Chime is always by Boogie's side, and Santorin attempting to respond. Insanity going into the backline. Root onto Boom, who won't be lasting much longer. Jensen soon to follow him into the grave. 3 eliminated for Dignitas, and TSM follow up on Santorin's flash. Not quite able to connect with the charm, but they do still have the pursuit available to them as Boogie is wrapping around and flashing on forward to take out the enemy jungler. Blast cone over the wall, and Hanser still pushing on this top turret right outside the inhibitor, even duking it out with Rich, who doesn't have anyone to assist him on this push. Only one standing for the next 10 seconds, and even then, it's only Poom that will be respawning.
TSM looking like they want to grab this top inhibitor. The rest of the team reinforces Hanser to grab that objective after a monstrous flank.
Okay, this is kind of interesting here. With the Dragon Soul available as well as the Baron buff, TSM, they have time, I believe, to rush down this Baron. But look, 3 members from Dignitas alive. Santorin will be up in 7 seconds, and they're making a beeline towards that Ocean Soul. TSM minion wave push here with the Baron. There's still a minute left on it, though. This siege is not going to be over anytime soon.
Oh,
they got the
turtle! Where'd you go, bro?
Immediately deleted by Tomo. Turtles down. The Baron is down. The siege is done.
There's no
back out. They're the ones that will have prime position.
This is the ideal setup for Dignitas. The fact that no one drops, you're able to chunk each other low, but then you have the soul on your side, plus the fact that you're a poke composition, so they can keep them at half HP on TSM side. They can just keep pelting them until this dragon spawns.
It's the Baron and Elder spawning at similar times, but Dignitas wrapped around and waiting for TSM to come into it, but look,
Insanity.
Chime already popped off. Jensen following up upon Rich's play, and now Dignitas, they're looking at the Elder, but so is TSM. Wild Turtle taking some poke, follows up with a killer instinct into the backline. Tomo goes into stasis, and his Wild Turtle taking down Poom. 2 eliminated for Dignitas, but it's the double kill for Turtle. The damage still followed up. Boogie will come out of stasis himself, but Wild Turtle collapsed upon by Santorin. Wants to follow up onto the kill, but a separation to the Tribe Rush means that Rich and Jensen are here to collapse upon Turtle and Boogie, who weren't able to finish up Santorin until the very end, but they do eventually find him. Lots of lives lost on both sides and no Elder taken.
Not able to chase there, but the fact that, hold on, they get their teleports off. There are super creeps pushing in the mid lane. So TSM, despite the fact that they want to burn this dragon down with Turtle and Boogie, means that if they don't get this, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah, and the Jace also has teleport. Jensen could arrive. Rich is already here. They're burning it down, though. Boogie's got his smite.
There's a teleport coming in from Dignitas. Rich centering himself into the pit, goes on to Wild Turtle, manages to get out, sidesteps the Void Seekers, but Jensen coming in with a shot blast. Where's it gonna go? It's Boogie securing the Elder Dragon, and Chime here for the follow-up. The execute is good, the GA being popped, and can Jensen make something come of it with Rich by his side? But there's the kill, Boogie finishing him off, and Chime looking to set up Jensen to be knocked down by Boogie. No flash to be able to escape. And it's T.
Look at this. Look at the LeBlanc. Look at the LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
Rich?
LeBlanc.
The thing is, they do have teleports, so as long as there's a creep, but there's no ward in their base.
Secret Agent Rich.
They have no way to actually stop him quickly without a Baron recall. So Rich being very annoying, grabbing that inhibitor again.
All right, well, they spotted him with the Scryers. Can he get out? It's going to be a long run.
Doesn't get the vision.
Oh, they see that.
Oh, there it is.
Insanity
Right
ulted.
into the
Insanity
top
ult
rush.
charge.
Looking for it. Rich doing a little sidestep and do-si-do, but cannot stand up against an Eve that has now entered their base. still some supers to eventually spawn as a result, but now Santorin look for the sidestep, gets a route onto Hanser, and that's a good burst onto Boogie, who's now taken out of it into the backline. Hanser goes, a GA popped in favor of Dignitas, but TSM are going deep. They lose 2 for 2 so far. Rich has finally spawned back into it, but Poom and Rich are so low and have to go back into the fountain just to be able to heal up. That's one of the Nexus turrets that TSM were able to take out.
This is crazy! They're not even done! Rich here with the Ocean Soul, poke LeBlanc harassing them!
Nice and healthy, Hanser and Chime, not so much, but Rich, see if he can get some chains onto someone.
Keep going, keep going! Get Insanity's flash
Timers
at
are
least!
long.
Time over the wall, oh my goodness. This game is insane, they're teleporting back topside. They want to get the inhibitor at least.
TSM continuing to commit 2 teleports up top, and Rich and Poom are still waiting at least 15 seconds for some sort of assistance.
Oh, the charm!
Charm onto Rich, but he dashes on back. Insanity gets the damage down. Poom swag walks it out.